Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last episode we did a day 3 investigation. I hate Von Karma's guts because he stole evidence from us which would implicate him in the trial, and now we're gonna head to the final day of the trial and settle this once and for all. Oh yeah, by the way, I saw like Johnny Awesome's perspective on this of his voice of Von Karma. I don't think I can do that big of a voice. December 28, 9:51 a.m. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day to try. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Smile. Edgewood Earth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Oh yeah, pal.
What's going into that girl?
Detective Gumshoe.
Morning, Mr. Edgeworth.
Good morning. How'd it go, Detective?
Have no fear, as promised I captured our runaway taker.
Finally.
I brought him in. Took all night, pal.
Is he gonna really talk, though? Thanks, Detective Gumshoe, you must be tired.
Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good.
Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. December 28, 10 a.m.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready.
Alright, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
Understood. Come on, don't be odding to sides about every little thing he says.
Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement.
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. At yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
Very well.
He has a plan. He has a plan. I have a feeling.
Please bring the witness to the courtroom.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity.
Witness, why did you run away yesterday?
The witness was not running away, and he will now testify.
I see. Orville, very well. Please begin your testimony.
I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of these motive things, right? And I got... So my testimony yesterday stands as is. I would have gotten evidence if Von Karma didn't fucking take it away.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. I call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and you realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do, Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. I wasn't ran away or nothing. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you just to quietly listen when someone is talking? If I sat quietly, Edgewood would be guilty in 3 minutes. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? Food? Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that.
I see.
So he was lost. Please, Your Honor! Come to your goddamn senses. Figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyway. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. And how can you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old cogger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. How can you say that you had no money? I say you do. You had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. Have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until this trial ends.
May I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. Been saying the same thing over and over now. Even calling a witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies.
Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor. Ho. Ho ho, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, please say the witness' name.
It's Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident.
It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Oh no, this is a trap! Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright? This witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And you allow me to repeat once more, the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, and I got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that's he's Yogi? It's okay. He's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare him to the fingerprints on file for Yogi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with this stuff, What? You gotta be kidding me. Yogi, you goddamn sneak. You burn your fingerprints to hide off your past?
If the witness has no fingerprints, I guess you will not be able to prove his identity.
No. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? Seems that the case has been decided. No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. No, I can't let it end it like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. If I do. Well, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? On my proposal? Yes, exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine a witness's pet parrot. Order! Oh, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Hey, you suggested it to me. I'm gonna fucking do it. Objection! Wait a second. You're the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Damn my humor. I will never do that again. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, do you still want to go through your little game? Yes, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard, and yet it came from my own mouth. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of it, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot. That's quite a bird.
God, my head hurts.
Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me.
It must hurt to be ignored by the bird.
Very well, witness. Who is your order? Please specify for us.
Hello, squawk?
Wait, that's it? Certainly the most concise testimony we had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination.
Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What the hell do we do, Maya? Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? What's the safe number?
What's your name? I think this is the first part. This one's the obvious one. As I recall, 2 days ago. Polly, have you forgotten something? Squawk. Don't forget DL6. Squawk. Get Polly to say that here. That will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DLC. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello? Hello, Squawk? That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Hello, Squawk? Oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Wait, don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot. Could he? Did you train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that the owner is Sister Yanni Yogi. Alright, second one, what's your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly, Squawk.
Mr. Wright, I think we have established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this anything have to do with
Of course it does. Yes, it does.
Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove the owner's identity, and show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluff a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is the Yanni Yogi. That's all we have to do to tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof is the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... where's info on Yanni Yogi? Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Take that!
The DL6 case file.
That's quite a large file you have there.
Which page is the proof on then?
Show us or stop wasting our time.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us the page where in this file is collected the parrot's name.
The suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page is all the info about Yanni Yogi. Right about after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly?
Exactly, Your Honor. Oh, he wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible.
Bah, mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Oh, you piece of shit. Well, Mr. Phoenix, sir, does he make you my granddaughter's fiancé? He's only 7 years old.
Indeed. Alone is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We need some kind of corroborating evidence.
We're gonna find that. Nick, we're getting closer. One more, we can get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what?
Very well, witness, you may continue.
Hold it!
Alright, let's get him to answer the last question. My eyes hurt. Sorry, guys. What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what's the number of the shake in the sack? 1228? 1228?
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright,
You aren't... Wait a No! I just realized it now. 1228. It's December 28, isn't it? Wait, hold on. Let me see my evidence. You have got to be kidding me. the exact date. Wow. Okay. Alright. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Actually, it does. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How can a number to a safe can tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link to this number to the caretaker's true identity?
Take that!
The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to the safe number? The case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Oh! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for your safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. But this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's card to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we reach a conclusion here. It's mere coincidence, that's all. True, that's a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, you will tell us your name. Wait, this witness he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Instead, I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state the name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order! Order! Yanni Yogi. Ow, my legs. So what was it you... Was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand for 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. And this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written on careful detail. It was my plan for me to take revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had said it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. A chance to have my revenge against Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. What happens next?
On karma words, Mr. Yogi. Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. And the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is...
Innocent.
Innocent in this case, at least. He's gonna bring out DL6. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared for suspicion for this particular case, so I would like you to pass judgment on the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Let us go. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
Wait, what?
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. But that means it was Edgeworth! Edgeworth! No. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? I raise an objection.
Objection!
Judgment has already passed. I object to Edward's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness has raised an objection after the guilty verdict was passed. Now it would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. You have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
For 15 years, I have a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. But that's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess to my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations which ends today. The culprit is me. Wait, hold up a second. I know we got this when Maya took this from yesterday, from Von Karma. Ballistic markings. I wonder what the bullet has to do with this.
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bah! It's obvious. We should hold a trial right here, right now. We should try this man for his crime about 15 years ago.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
Damn it. I'm sorry, Wright? I just wasted a lot of your effort.
Mr. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad?
I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy, just crazy.
Nick, what are you doing, huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? You just admitted it. He confessed that he did it in court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. But what? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belt. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Would a witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me he knows about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail that didn't quite fit. That would be the key if only I can get it to work. Please, please. Witness testimony on the DLC accident. Hold up, I want to see something real quick. District courthouse and elevator. Yep, no clues was found. He died trapped in the elevator and lost the trial with his son. Oh, he returned from a lost trial with his son, Miles Edgeworth, when he was 9 years old. The murder weapon was fired twice. Is that it? Let me see. I am curious. We found one bullet. One bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. So if it was fired twice, then where's the other bullet? Because I only found one bullet. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, tapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. And just then, something fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot. Then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remembered it to this day. That's all. Until now, you thought this memory was a dream? You were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. That day I got to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. What was the trial your father was involved in that day? I don't remember things very clearly, only 2 things. I know my father lost and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago, I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. Okay, from what I know, I think Von Karma is lying. Like, he took away that freaking evidence from us with a stun gun. So he has to know something. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator. Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed, no one came to help. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, just then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff Yangi Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from its holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? Picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick I panicked. So you saying them threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze.
A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. The gun fired once. Yes, I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream? It was a terrible scream I remember to this very day. To this day? Yes, I could practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is, one part of that testimony that contradicts the evidence. I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick. Okay. I know there was 2 gunshots. Okay. Okay. Let's present this.
Objection!
Are you sure you only heard 1 gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream, and then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page that contradicts Miss Isles Edgewood's testimony? Victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plain. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard 1 gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was accidental firing when a pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder element was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Yes. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. No, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you see the evidence. Well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. The evidence that the second firing of this pistol is related to this incident? Let me look at the... Yeah, this is the only photo that matters. Why was the second shot fired twice? Yeah, this is a gun hole, but like, was this from the first shot or the second shot? Or was one going straight to him and then the second shot from here? I guess we'll find out. I guess I'll hand this.
Take that!
Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. The photo proves 2 shots were fired where? Your Honor, please get a clue. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired the second shot.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went to Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
Case summary, that's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. The second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in that door. Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. The murder weapon was fired twice at the same time of the incident. However, Mr. Von Karma says the second bullet was was not found. It's highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
How did this happen? I don't believe the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have you been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick, the second bullet wasn't there. Then all my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said you do it, Nick. You said you could clear Edgeworth declared innocent. I think there are just some cases where you just have to accept defeat. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot, but now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick.
Well, it seems we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing Miles Edgeworth, before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have any objections?
No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though it was not your intention?
Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitation on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce the verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. Just like my first day in court. There are so many things I should be saying. My mind's got blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? Fuck! I have... Let me save. Okay, let me save first, real quick. Is this over? It's over! It's over! There's nothing I can do! It's over. Every lead I thought I had been squashed. This is really the end. Edgeworth, I'm sorry. Close my eyes. What was it that I had been doing this whole time? Was it my whole life leading up to today? Now that I'm here, I know I failed. Me, I'm sorry. No, not yet. Huh? Maya? What? Object! Your only weapon. Are you okay, Nick? What's happening to me? I have to think. Wait, don't think. Act.
Objection!
Your Honor. I object. Heh heh heh.
Mr. Wright, what grounds do you object?
Oof. Nick. I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Gah. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from us, Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It, existed.
What? We just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us, who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one. Damn it. That's just baseless conjecture.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why, huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search that bullet?
The murderer had to find it. Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
Bah, what possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene of them is... the bullet would be proof. And maybe they thought the bullet would be proof.
Proof?
It was a special bullet. They took it with them. If that was the case, they should have taken the bullet inside Gregory as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired? Alright.
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize. Damn you!
Yeah, this is going well. I guess maybe the murderer didn't need it? Why would a murderer have spent time to look for the stray bullet? I haven't gotten a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Bah, the murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it? Had to take it, the murder? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor, I have no idea what I'm doing, but well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take the bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright, what do you mean?
Well, for instance. For instance, what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer.
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have taken it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? This is just baseless conjecture. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's what really happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanio, were both unharmed.
That would mean the murderer came from outside. Yes. Two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. Pistol discharging the bullet. Bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you're truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known.
I can tell you're grasping at it. I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. But where's the proof?
What are you saying? Deny it, deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory has dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
Must have been quite a shock for Von Karma.
So we're gonna accuse Von?
He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean it can only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is the suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma.
Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? Bah! You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me, have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth. I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull a bullet out on himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? Is the bullet still inside him? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Discuss, Mr. Wright. Can you produce evidence that I was shot? Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence. I know you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma's shot is... Are we seriously gonna use a metal detector? Metallic objects are near. Alright, find it. Let's see if this joke of an evidence works. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving evidence behind. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean...
I do. The possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible for all these years?
Oh, there's only one way to find out. could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find.
You can't! I need to hide my shoulder! I object to this! I refuse! You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you.
Order! 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 Your Honor, the defense requests that allowed me use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for suspension of this trial as an invasion of privacy.
Objection!
The statute of limitation runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough! I permit use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Beep, beep. It reacted. Something's in his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma?
You. It was you.
I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this. Oh, he's gonna say that. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. And I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6?
Well, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove?
I have no obligation to prove anything. It's Mr. Wright who has to prove something here, not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. About that. Maya kinda took something from you. Because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close one day, away from freedom, but you will lose today. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Ballistic markings.
Take that!
That's a bullet.
Where did you get that? It's almost like you've stolen it from me. This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This is taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, and all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
So that's the bullet that he shot. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, and the other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets, and if the markings match, we should know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. That very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder, then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet, and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma?
scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. Oh, stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. Bang. Arg. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma? Only you would dare defy me! So it was you. You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me in the penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that will never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death. Death. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry. But you will have to be penalized. I cover for your past sin, but not at this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like I had never known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black, the lights had gone out. I went out to the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button and nothing happened. And then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then when the lights came back on, the elevator opened before my very eyes. I saw 3 people inside. All lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. To much of my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who shot him. Later he spoke through the medium blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was a perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. You know we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You were innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds Mr. Miles Edgeworth not guilty. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah! Won another case. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma's look even more paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. Gotta say, I'm impressed. Heh, it was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. And now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. I'm sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there.
Whoop! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see.
Ahem. Whoop. You don't have to say whoop. I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time, you'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! Lotta. Y'all great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in a cookie jar if no one was... You knew he was guilty the whole time. Lying sack of crap. You were the witness on the first day trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones. Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? I went back to college. You have trying to be an investigative photographer really quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? Larry Butts. It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why is a sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Keonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. His girlfriend dumped him again. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you came along for tonight too. My treat, pal.
Huh? Then, looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? This envelope that Larry gave me, it got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not strange. People give money to celebrate sometime. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not little, but it's not a lot either. $38. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Nick, wasn't this exactly the amount of lunch money I was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38? Larry? No, Larry, it was you! You son of a bitch, Larry! What are you so surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent from that day in school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. He saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history, heh. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else saying you did. Whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right. May not know this, but back then we used to have a saying in Ben's school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth? You should have told me! Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you always have to be something and suffer emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you. Man, if I only known I had become a prosecutor. The same goes for me. only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go.
And after that, dinner on me.
Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's only 5 a.m. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. Pepe hands. So I've decided to go back to my Wait! No! I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. No, Maya! Goodbye? What time is it? Gah! The first trains for the mountains have already left to the station. Maya! Where are you? I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Wait! Hold it! Wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes. Only her voice, but still. It was at the very end, when I thought we'd lose everything. But that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg and even Larry. And I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in the daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? The bullet you stole.
Take that!
A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he'd taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued that last piece of evidence we needed. This is the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run the office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Pepe hands. Maya, come back! Thanks, Nick. Maya, come back! We need you! There's one more episode, is there? So my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. The same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
Wait, that's it? Wait, that's it? Seriously? That's it?
Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish you a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop. Detective Gumshoe. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something.
Strange, huh? Come back! Wait! Is it really over? There has to be another episode. Huh? Nick? Huh? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, and she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? She's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Christ, Larry Butts.
Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. He's been busy lately. You know, I'm not to ring my own bell. I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
Phoenix, right? The defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit, yes. Should know I've taken over the management at Gatewater Hotel recently. Just be there, please stop by. Fucking bellboy. Damn, this was a long ass video that I recorded. Oh, him. Oh, it's you. Phoenix, right? Oh, yes, be his understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. I like the scent of my fresh lemon, you see. Oh, I'm old, by the way. Fuck's sakes.
Phoenix, right? Oh, he's an actor. I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know you're putting some
blah 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 blah. She's rambling. I wonder how long the credits are. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I'm sure that Mr. Wright will great deal. Keep my face out of plug until our show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. Will Powers.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. Sounds like she's caught a cold standing under a waterfall. Wanted to visit but didn't have time, so I sent her home some Pink Princess trading cards. So she can't find them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Right? Who's that? Wanna talk? Let's talk Princess, alright? You know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And then I saw her. The one inside a Pink Princess suit. What a dog. Kinda shocked for my boy of my tender age.
Cody.
Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Me, I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know the picture I took of everyone? Well, I just leave them here, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous, Lotta.
Yerp. Gotta say, I know this game is not over. For sure. What a good picture. Victory! Capcom. I hope I don't get copyright. Rise from the Ashes. Brand new episode has been added. Alright guys, we're gonna save up to this point. And we're gonna do episode 5 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I believe this is a new case. From what I researched, from what people told me, Case 5 didn't really exist in the Game Boy version, but only existed in the trilogy, so... Yeah, so next time on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we're going to be trying episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. I guess I'll see you guys all next time.